Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is Surviving the Aftermath. This is going to be episode number 1 of a Let's Play series. And for me, this game has actually been on early access for a few months now, but I've just now picked it up. For me, when it first released back in October, it was a pass, but only just, and I've been keeping my eye on it, and I think it is now ready. Now, the reason for the pass initially, this game from Iceflake, it was a little bare bones. It was definitely missing some things. And this is already the third update, and in just 3 updates, they've already made a lot of progress. And that was about 80% of it. 20% of it, I was being a little bit snobbish, I think, for the other 20%. And that was because this game is currently only available on the Epic Game Store, not available on Steam. On full release, it will become available on Steam, but while it's in early access, you can only find it at the Epic Game Store. So I, like a lot of people, were being a little bit snobbish about that, just going, oh, it's not Steam, I don't want to go there. Now, people have various reasons why. And I won't delve into any of that, but I got over it. I moved on. I've got the Epic Game Store now, and I have the game. So here's what's new and why I think it's no longer bare bones. So these are the first 3 updates, which, by the way, they're update calendar. Each of these updates have come out in successive months. And at least for what's planned, it's still subject to change, there are 10 updates planned throughout early access. And it appears that they are keeping a monthly calendar for that. So each new update comes out month by month by month. And then the game should go into full release right about 1 year on from when it first came out. At this moment in time, they are right on that schedule, a little over 3 months into the release of this game. The latest update, Expeditions, has greatly reworked the world map over the last couple updates, actually. It's looking much nicer, a lot more interactive, a lot more going on. And in this one, we have vehicles now to move around a lot quicker. Trade has been greatly enhanced, and a lot of good things going on. Just simple solutions to minor problems that were annoyances. Now, I haven't played the game other than when I just now picked it up and have gone through the tutorial a little bit, so it's still fairly new to me, it's still fairly fresh, but I have watched a couple other YouTubers back in October when the initial early access release happened and observed them play through the game. So before we jump in, we've got to determine how difficult it's going to be. And difficulty is an important matter for me. If you've ever seen my channel before, the Gaming Decathlon, I'm trying to master 10 games. So in order to master this game, part of that's going to include difficulty, and I would have to be at 100% difficulty to get true mastery. But because the end game is looking more like the 10th update, the end game is going to be part of that mastery, and that's definitely not going to happen on this playthrough. That's going to require me to play the game and then go play it again later on after full release, or at least just before full release. So I don't think I need to be on 100% yet, especially when I've only had a very limited amount of time within the game itself. So I definitely don't want to take any easy picks, but I'm going to be staying away from a lot of the harder ones. And you can see each of these choices increase or decrease the difficulty as we go through. I'm going to go with the Desolate and Unforgiving World, so at least there's a bit of fertile soil. Catastrophe-wise, same. It'd be nice to survive the catastrophes and not have everything be contaminated. Alright, resources. I certainly like the idea of plentiful. You know what? Let's take the challenge on this one. We'll take the plunge. We'll go a little bit harder here. And we'll go harder here as well. Fewer survivors to start with. Okay, what kind of challenge are we going to be given? Well, this is where I might want to back off a little bit. Definitely not 3, but they've got to give me some challenge out there. So let's take 2. Onto the Gatekeeper. Again, with this is where I'd like some sort of chance. I'm going to have to fight for resources, but fight for my life a little bit less. Now, as we are the Decathlon gamer, and no, I don't speak of myself in the third person on a regular basis, but this resembles an Olympic torch, so we'll go ahead and take that one. And let's go ahead and enter Decathlon as the colony name. And no, not good luck. Have fun or divide and conquer. Survive and thrive. Unity equals strength. I actually kind of like that one. A little 1984. Rather death than dishonor. For a better tomorrow. Survive and thrive. I just gotta choose one, don't I? Okay, fine. Rather death than dishonor it is. So we have 78% difficulty. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough for just starting out, but there you go. Let's do it. Now, I love the graphics on this game, and they've only gotten better since the initial release here of Early Access. Both in your colony map and the world map, especially the world map, things have drastically improved. New buildings, more stuff going on research-wise, resource gathering-wise, and especially trade. Now, laying out what I'm trying to do for this game, to master this game. I want to max out all research. So everything on the research tree, 100% of that needs to be complete as part of the mastery. I have no research points now, though. I need to acquire, I don't even know, is there a limit? I don't think there's a limit. I haven't seen that there's a limit. But I need a 50 specialists to get max points. That's a lot. There are over 60 or almost 50 now in the game. There's more coming in future updates. So right now I can't even quite reach that mark, but they have increased that a lot. Let's go pause this for a moment. I'm flying through the day and haven't done anything yet. And then the other piece, besides the end game, is that I need complete clearing of the world map to get all the points available to master this game. All right, well, here is our colony. We have food storage. We have a stockpile. And we have some backpacks with a little bit of gear in them. That's it. Now, around the area, there are various resources like plastic, metals, nuclear waste to deal with. And then we have our world map, which at the moment we have no idea what's going on around us. As we bring it back in, let's go ahead and get started. I'm assuming that a fair few of you have seen at least some of the early, maybe even played it yourself if you have picked this game up. But with this third update, there's been significant changes since that initial release, and that's why we're ready to give this a shot. But before I jump in too quick, let's get our first tent built, and let's not get too close to that. Let's maybe put this on the edge here. We're going to eventually have a gate there. So we'll put a tent down there. An emergency shelter will house 6. That might not be a bad way to go, but that's a lot of resources to use up for that. But you know what? Let's do it. So we'll get that going right next to it. Certainly use a warehouse, but that's okay. We have a stockpile for now. I'm going to hold off on that. We're going to definitely need to do some fishing and or farming. So where to begin? Well, from here we can't quite place anything anyway. But if we went up to this edge... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Aha! Okay, how much further out can you go? To here? Work area efficiency is 100%? Okay. This fishing hut will be good. That should provide us with a good amount of food. Get to the fields soon enough. We're going to need definitely a water well. We put it out here in this forest, we can get to 100%. So that's where that'll go. In between the nuclear waste, around the trees. Yeah, fantastic place for a well. Okay, we need resources. Like a sawmill. We don't have enough. We need some scrap for that. So I suppose we need to get a scrapper first. Oops, didn't need to go all the way out there. You mouse out too quick. Mouse wheel out. That's what it does. Alright, well, the work area doesn't have to be right here, but at the same time you kind of want... Oh, I did it again. I want to zoom out further than this. Okay, concrete planks. You know what? Maybe I don't need any of these right away. Maybe I just need to assign stockpiles work area. Well, hello there. Gather some resources from here, huh? Okay. Well, with that, I think we're ready. Let's get things moving. I could still build more. We'll save that for another tent. Oh no, not enough resources. What are you missing? Planks? Moment, planks and concrete. Well, we're gathering planks, so that'll help. There we go. So we got our first tent. Houses 2 occupants. Let's up the priority on this one, make sure we have housing. Before the concrete goes elsewhere, which somebody just placed it elsewhere even though I put this on high priority. Okay, that's concrete, so that'll take care of that. Okay, we've got our water well, that'll take care of our water needs. We have food, 30. Right now our consumption is 0. We have 10 fish, 10 corn, 10 potatoes, but the consumption, once we get this, we'll be able to start bringing in some fish, and hopefully can counter what we're using up, because we have a total of 8 colonists. Right now we have 5 carriers, 1 worker. There are a total of 6 adults, 2 children. So just 6 workers for us. Definitely limits what we can do. There we go. That takes care of the occupants, and we should have housing for everyone. Yes. No more notifications. Okay, the scrapper is going to be ready soon. Okay, I'm going to add a second person to the fishing hut. Because now our production is 4, but consumption is 6. So we really need to watch out for that, which means we need to get some more food on the go besides that. Remove the work area. And we'll start with this metal scrap over here. Do I want to start a... Oh, I did it again. I gotta stop doing that. Is there another one nearby? Because that one's awfully close. We could haul that ourselves quite easily. So I'm going to go ahead and set this one over here. It's going to take longer to get that, but that's okay. And I'm going to just leave it on 1 individual, as we just don't have spare people at the moment. Hi, Oliver. What are you doing? You're having fun. So is Benjamin. Alright, so we go back to gathering resources. We could definitely use another tent. So we can start moving people out. Out of the emergency shelter, which is clearly making them sad. A warehouse. Alright, maybe it's time for a small field. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, you found my weakness, game. You found my weakness. That looks like really good land. Is this going to be good enough around this nuclear waste? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Oof, small concrete already gone. This field area might not be too bad. Put it sideways. We're going to put it back up towards the nuclear waste. Alright, so we're at 15 concrete. We've got plenty of planks right now. We have a little bit of metal. We're definitely going to want to start building some more of these guys, as there we go. We're getting a little bit of production in terms of metal. That's good. Small field's ready. We need to decide what we're going to put in there. So corn is... It grows at a decent pace, but the yield is pretty low. Potatoes grow slowly, but they have better yield, so I'm going to go for that. Now, in terms of that food production, how are we looking now? Okay, we're still at 4-6 right now, so we're -2 every day. That's definitely not a good number to be at, but hopefully that'll offset that. Okay, a recycler. That's going to be an important one. That's definitely going to be an important one as we have nothing of either of those goods right now. So let's go ahead and get a recycler in here. Put it right there. And then okay, recycler. I know we have some close by, but there are some right here. So go ahead and go get that for me. We do have somebody on it. We have just one carrier left. Let's switch that carrier to working over here. Looks like our path could be much skinnier than the road that once was here. Love how they're in and out of the hut constantly. You don't see too many colony sims that look like this. In fact, you'd be hard pressed to find any. Okay, can't finish that now, but we will finish it soon enough. Next day or so. So it's day 2. Now before too long, we're going to want to get... there you go. There's the plastic we needed. Get that tent built. There we go. Slow this back down. And we need to figure out what we want to do next. Now we have the scrapper, we have a recycler. No sawmill yet. A sawmill will certainly help us, though at the moment we have plenty of planks. Forester will help us regrow. So those two things go hand in hand. Tool shop could be nice as we move forward. And a tailor. Medical tent will certainly be a necessity in the near future, but we can't afford it just yet. The gate. Certainly want to get to that before long. We can already almost afford it right now. I think we need to get a couple more tents erected before we go much further. We're going to put this back to back with this other one. Okay, I'm going to kind of link those up. I'm also going to run something that way. Very much like how the tents aren't identical. They don't look exactly the same. Okay, we are definitely better off for resources than we were. That gate's going to come before too long. Just don't want to jump on it too soon. One more tent gets everyone out of the emergency shelters, which I think is going to be an important step. And kind of following the theme. Keep the road placement. Oh no! He's infected. Okay, well I know what time it is. Medical tent. Which we don't have the resources for, but we're going to put this right there next to the emergency shelter. Oh, right where that dirt road was going to be. Alright, you know what? We're going to go this way, and then we're going to remove those couple sections, because then we can place some buildings here instead of blocking off this chunk of everything. Okay, I know you're missing some resources. It's only 3. We'll have that before too long, and then we'll get this guy taken care of. Health's at a 74. He'll be okay for a little while. Slowly deteriorating, 73. Okay, we're still actually at 23. So we picked up some crops, I think, from here. Yeah, some berries. That kind of countered whatever we've spent here recently. I'm in this fog. Okay, we have the resources now. Let's get that taken care of. So we can take care of Benjamin. Do I have anyone left that doesn't have a job? I have one carrier. Where are they? There you go. We'll have to take somebody off of a job temporarily to assign them to the medical tent. A fierce mouse. Okay, it's nearly done. Come on now. Before he dies. We cannot afford to lose anyone. Alright, Ben's being treated. He'll be okay. He will be okay. We're at 59%. Yield's already 25. That'll be a big boost on the food. Okay. Planks are depleted. Okay, we still have some concrete. Right now, the basic resource, the only thing we're hurting on is the plastic. Alright, we're starting to come along. Everything else is picking up.
Huh?
There's Scarlet. There's Ben. Back to full strength. Excellent. Nobody's unhealthy, so we're going to take them off of that. Get back on collecting that concrete. Okay, we're good on the tents now. We don't have a warehouse, so that's certainly something, and I think we have what we need to do it. So let's add that in. Maybe put this next to the field. Or do we want to go here? Let's go there. It's time I add some dirt roads around. Alright, link all that up, and we're looking pretty good for early days. We're going to need additional tents for more people coming in, but we do have temporary. Hello, heat wave. First catastrophe. Intense and oppressive heat takes over the area as moisture evaporates. Colonists struggle to keep hydrated and cool while working. Plants wither in the cracked soil. Colonists drink double the normal amount. Cropped yields on open fields suffer. Build and fill water towers and stockpile food to survive. Alrighty then. The water tower would help. Looks like so far we're okay, balance-wise. Colonists want to talk. Something about a landfill. Dumpster diving. Two colonists approach you with sparkling eyes. An old landfill has been found, probably by the stench. It's not too far from here. Although the smell is absolutely awful, it might have kept scavengers away from there until now. And valuable stuff might still lie among the waste. An expedition might prove lucrative, but most definitely dangerous without any equipment. An extra layer of clothing, set of tools would go a long way in keeping the colonists safe and efficient. Let's send them. Okay, two colonists return, smelling more foul than you ever thought possible. Hit a few snags along the way. One of them, rather unsurprisingly, caught some sort of a disease. They didn't come back entirely empty-handed, but both are visibly disappointed by their haul. Yeah, an infection and then just 12. Alright, we need to reassign you. Thank you. Scarlet. Alright. That'll take care of Scarlet, so she'll be okay. Okay, concrete's gone. Oh, it's 2 days before it hits. Can we harvest? Oh, we can harvest early. We might do so. It's at 81%. But we still have a day. 2 days, actually. Looks like the concrete is now depleted. So we're going to move this work area to all of these yummy goodies. Just more concrete and planks. Okay, we're now 1 day away from the catastrophe, so we need to do something. Be nice if those kids could work. Henry, grow up already. Yes, no carriers. Gotcha. Nice if I could actually open her thing. There it is. She's okay now. Pull you out of there. And we're back to having 1 carrier. Alright, we have a little bit to work with here. Let's figure out what will be next for us. A water tower could certainly be a good thing. But we have a positive 7 balance. You gotta figure it's not gonna be too bad. If they're drinking twice as much, consumption is going to go to 16. It's -1. We'll hold out on that. But what we need to do is we need to harvest now. Because yield's going to be half in a day. Meaning we'd get 19 or 20. While right now we can get 39. So let's take 39. And this will really help with our food. Okay, dirt path is being dug out. Now, sawmill, forester. We're going to need it. Going to need them both. I think this is going to be something for over here. Wow, that's really big though. So maybe it needs to be something for up here. Well, you know what? Let's put it on that side. Oh, the backpacks. You know what? That's okay. We'll put it here. I want a forester with it. Okay, that'll go right there. Oh, what do you have for us now? It's only a day. Down the river. A group of colonists have gotten curious about a nearby river and want to see what it's like for traveling. They've managed to build a simple raft and are eager to test its floating capabilities and what they'd find alongside the river bank. I have my concerns. I do. When the group finally returns, they do so completely empty-handed. The boat sunk halfway through, and the colonists were unable to rescue their equipment. After hearing voices from the nearby woods, they decided to flee instead of diving after the sunken vessel. Good job, guys. Good job. Alright, how are we doing on that? Harvesting 97% done. Heat wave is a-coming. Near the end of day 7. And that'll put us a week into this venture. we'll take a quick look. That's 7 days survived. Everybody has survived so far. Population is still right there, but we're all at 100% average health right now. We have our first catastrophe coming, but we've managed to build 14 buildings in that first week, so we're averaging about 2 per day. And our resource, basic materials anyway, are doing much better. Much better. So we're accumulating pretty quickly. The water's good, the food's now good. But again, that first catastrophe, I think we'll be okay for it. I don't think it's going to hurt us too much. So, in the very near future, we're going to want to add in, we've got Sawmill and Forester. We're going to want to get the tool shop and the tailor. We obviously need those resources. Medicine fuel will be coming soon after that. So those will be kind of the next targets. And fortunately, we already have what we need. So we'll get those built quite soon. And then I think it'll be time for the gate. The gate is going to be where we begin kind of that next phase of the game. So that's going to do it for this very first episode of the series. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that like button. It's going to really give the series a chance to take off. It's never easy to start a series after early access or after full release of a game, because people aren't generally looking for what's going on, what's new, and so it doesn't pop up quite as easy as it could otherwise. So that would give this series a chance, and the more likes there are, the more views there are, the more likely this series is to go on for a long time. And here comes that heat wave. I'll see you next time. Let's see if we survive the heat. Bye for now.